Kongres Współpracy Transgranicznej Lublin 2022. Bezpieczeństwo i solidarność. Coroczne spotkanie praktyków współpracy transgranicznej z Unii Europejskiej i Partnerstwa Wschodniego. 3 dni paneli, spotkań i debat liderów samorządowych, organizacji pozarządowych i ekspertów z całej Europy. Forum partnerów. Giełda grantodawców. Wizyty studyjne, warsztaty, koncerty i spektakle. Na żywo i online. Lublin, 5-7 października 2022. Zarejestruj się bezpłatnie na stronie kongres.lublin.eu.
Witam Państwa bardzo serdecznie. Witam w drugim dniu Kongresu Współpracy Transgranicznej.
Good morning, everyone. This is the second day of our Congress of cross-border cooperation. We are here at a very special moment because our neighbor now is fighting in a war, is fighting with a Russian aggressor. This event has prevailed on the mass media, on the evening news, front page news, and Ukraine has been denied its sovereignty, denied the right to determine their own future. Yesterday we spoke about medical assistance, about helping refugees here in Lublin, and today we will speak about public services, public transport. We will speak about how also in wartime local governments support their residents and serve their residents. So today we will have cultural events but also unique opportunities also to sightsee Lublin in a modern electric bus. As you know, Lublin leads the way in Poland in terms of electric mobility. You can sign up for this trip during lunchtime, and the bus departs from in front of the hotel at 4:30. Now, as far as I know, there is a study visit going on in Puławy, in Technology Park in Puławy. They'll be back around lunch to rejoin the Congress. We have cultural events going on in parallel to our Congress. Litewski Square, Plac Litewski, hosts an exhibition done by Ukrainian refugees, migrants who came to Lublin a couple of months ago. It tells a story about the relationships between refugees and hosts, and what it's like to be a stranger in a strange city. We will also have an opportunity to frequent concerts, meetings and debates particularly on books. We will start today with a very important ceremony. Signature of the letter of intent between Lublin and Chisinau, Moldova. Now, the mayors of both cities are having a discussion. Next room, they'll be here in a moment, and this is to show our intent to develop public transport system in Moldova. Lublin, some years ago, made some key decisions on redeveloping its public transport system. Now we are used to modern buses, trolley buses, electric buses. Soon hydrogen-powered buses will be carrying people of Lublin, and many cities undergo similar transformations in Poland. And for some years, Lublin and Chisinau have been exchanging experience and best practice in public transport. They try to copy, borrow the most modern solutions from the world, and perhaps Chisinau will be ready to copy some of Lublin's best practice.
owocowymi
Today, this cooperation has already borne fruit.
busami, nowoczesnymi
Modern solutions, modern trolley buses
miastach,
in the public space of Chisinau.
etapy projektu,
Further stages of the projects
systemu monitoringu,
will cover a monitoring system on board of buses
nowoczesnego
and a modern
biletu.
system of ticketing.
Lublin jest jednym z wielu projektów finansowanych przez
So this project in Lublin has been funded by
milionowe
the European Commission. It's a multi-million program, and public transport
czołowa,
has proven really key during the migration crisis.
autobusy służące w
The
Kiszyniowie
buses
kluczowe.
serving in Chisinau were key to enable Ukrainian refugees to reach
która
the heart of the country, but also reach Romania,
w realny sposób
which was
przyjęta.
prepared to accept refugees to a greater extent than Moldova.
Jon Ceban, mer miasta Kiszyniów,
Jon Ceban, mayor of Chisinau,
i Krzysztof Żuk, prezydent.
Krzysztof Żuk, mayor of Lublin. Gentlemen, welcome.
Ta umowa łączy
This arrangement, this letter of intent, actually brings together cities
znamy
that have cooperated already. As Mayor Żuk usually says, we don't start with signing documents, but with real, tangible activities. That's why I'd like to ask Jon Ceban
głosu.
to take the floor,
Nie poproszę pana
say a few words, and then Mayor Żuk will also say a few words, and then we will do the signature part.
Thanks a lot to everybody. Your Excellency, Mr. Mayor, thanks a lot for this opportunity to exchange views and to set up new vision, new projects, new programs, and new cooperation between Chisinau and Lublin, between the Republic of Moldova and Poland. We are now implementing a very good project financed by EU, a very useful project for Chisinau with an experience that comes from Lublin. That means urban mobility with all its components, taking into consideration the EU standards and that, and of course the reality of cities and the all kind of aspects and circumstances under which we live, especially this in the South, East Europe, in the East Europe, and so on. We discussed in this morning that we can share our vision not only on transport and all related to transport and mobility aspects, but as well on social things, especially taking into consideration this not likely challenges like COVID, like especially refugee crisis and the war that it's at our borders, and to see how we can explore as well experience and all that is connected to the solutions regarding to social aspects of and social dimension of different attitudes and projects that can be implemented. So we agreed for the next year to see how we can go on with that. And both, of course, when it comes to social things, it's important to have something that these social things is sustained by. That's why we agreed a little bit on different economic aspects. We will not talk about that right now. We are still thinking how we can make it better. And I think we will find the solutions both for local companies from Chisinau and local companies from Poland to verify these issues. Then we talked a little bit about cultural dimension, and of course, I see and Mr. Mayor see some good points to share and to put in action. So once again, Your Excellency, I would like to thank you for this opportunity on behalf of Chisinau inhabitants and City Hall, and to say let's move Europe to East together.
Uzupełniając wypowiedź pana.
Well, to follow up on what Mr. Mayor said, I'm sure that we have actually found already several platforms of cooperation, and this is to confirm the strategy that we have been implementing for many years as the city of Lublin. I mean, developing certain initiatives in this part of Europe where city-to-city contacts not only offer specific advantages or benefits to cities in terms of new experience or broadly understood know-how in many areas, like, for example, public transport or development of integrated public transport. But we do not ignore business people, entrepreneurs, also universities that are really working well and cooperating well in this part of Europe. And I believe this letter of intent will just confirm what we have been doing so far. Anyway, and it perhaps mark the beginning of new cooperation in those areas where we can start producing effects quickly, and also in projects that need more time. Also, if we look at the new programming period in the EU, this is what our partners from Ukraine are interested, and Moldova are interested. And the programs, I believe, will be available to make our cities ready for city politics, city strategies better. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, your team, for coming, for being with us, and for all this effort, joint effort and cooperation that started back in 2018. I do trust that we stay your partner, durable and reliable partner for long. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
W ramach tego listu intencyjnego, który podpisujemy.
This letter of intent that is being signed says the cities will strive to mutually recognize and learn each other's communities and strengthen the ties of friendship. They will exchange experience in city management and strategies through deployment of task forces and dedicated teams. Some time ago, Lublin's delegation went to the Congress, Economic Congress in Krynica, in Karpacz, I'm sorry. We had representatives of our strategy and entrepreneurship departments. Well, let's stop for a moment. This is the moment. This is a handshake, and the letter has been signed. Thank you for your applause.
Teraz nastąpi oficjalna wymiana prezentów.
And now the official exchange of gifts.
Okej. Wielkie, wielkie brawa.
The gift from Moldova is on the way. Just a minute. This cooperation is in fact many years of work, many years of efforts on the side of entrepreneurial signature of documents. This, I believe, will accelerate our cooperation. I believe that both Lublin and Chisinau were part of this difficult crisis and responded to the needs of Ukrainian nationals. I can see this is a very unique painting painted with wine.
O.
I'm sorry, we can't hear Mr. Mayor. Yeah, we promised to bring the best wine also to Lublin the other day. Not only painted. Well, of course, you're always welcome. Thank you very much, mayors, and I want to thank for having you on this part of the meeting. Now we are moving on with the Congress proper.
Ten dokument zapowiada dalszą współpracę.
Well, this document, in a sense, is a promise of future cooperation.